What's up to all my goodies them? Welcome back to Tamara Recipes. Now today on the menu, I'm gonna be making this creamy and delicious Jamaican American porridge. So keep on watching. So in the pressure cooker, guys, I'm gonna pressure cook my corn. Alright, so I added 2 cinnamon leaves. Now I pre-soaked my hominy corn overnight. Alright, so you have to pre-soak it, guys. All right, to ensure that it cooks fast. All right, 'cause you know the corn grain them tough. All right, so I'm gonna add all that mixture to the pressure cooker. But if you like, you could always slow cook yours, but me want to go the fast way. Alright, so me I pressure cook mine. So I'm let the water come to a boil, and then me I go flavor the corn. Alright, so me add some sugar and me add a little salt. Alright, that is just to flavor the corn, because you know if you don't add the sugar and the salt, then your corn grains not gonna have any flavor at all. Alright, because any other sugar you're gonna add after the corn finish cook is just to flavor the liquid. Alright, so I don't remember if I mentioned that I soaked half a pack of hominy corn. So I fully pressured it and it is soft. So we're gonna move on to the next step. Alright, guys. Now you could always remove a cinnamon leaf before you pressure the corn, but because me love cinnamon, so the more cinnamon the better it is for me. So I like to pressure mine with the leaf. Alright, but what if you don't have the leaf? You could always use the powder as well. Alright, but if I were using the powder, I wouldn't use it at this point. I'm gonna use some oats to thicken the porridge. So I will add the cinnamon powder when I'm going to blend the oats. Alright, I'm also gonna be using some coconut milk. Alright, so I'm gonna blend my oats, blend my coconut milk, and then I'm gonna return. Alright, so the correct measurement will be listed in the description box, but in case you don't remember, if you go check in the description box, I'm using 2 cups of coconut milk to say about 3/4 cup of oats. Alright, because I don't want my porridge to be extremely thick, you know, especially since I use so much of the corn, so you know it's go well thick. Alright, so I blended the mixture, so now I'm gonna add it to the pot. But ensure at this point, while you're adding your blended mixture, you want to lower your flame. Alright, so you're going to mix it, because you don't want it to become lumpy. Alright, so just mix it thoroughly and mix it for about 2-3 minutes to ensure that it's fully mixed out. Alright, now guys, because oats, it has a thickener in it, so it's gonna be with thickening agent. Alright, so you know, like the oats, right? You don't want to use too much because you don't want your porridge to be too thick. While eating this porridge, you want it to be chewy and also have some liquid. Alright, so sometimes, guys, I do use like flour to thicken the porridge as well. Or if you want to use a green banana or a plantain, even if you want to put some cornmeal in there, even though I can. Or you could use a lot of corn and then you're not gonna really want to thicken. Or you could even use some of the corn and just blend it, alright, to thicken the porridge. Alright, guys, even some cornstarch. But because me want my porridge to be healthy, so healthier I should say, I'm adding the oats. Alright, that's just my choice, because sometimes I do add other thickener as well, as I listed earlier. Now, as I say, you have to gradually mix this porridge, because even the corn grains, they can stick to the pot. Alright, so my porridge, I don't like it too thick, so I'm gonna rinse the blender with some water, maybe about a cup of water, and then I'm gonna twirl the water in the blender, and then I'm gonna add it to the pot, as you saw me doing earlier. Right now, as it boils, it will get thicker, so you want to ensure that you mix it. Alright, I'm not gonna show all the time that I'm mixing it, but you have to mix continuously. Alright, so you mix and then maybe rest a little bit and then you mix again, and you can't have the flame too high because you don't want it to stick to the pot. Alright, the corn grains them easily stick. Now, guys, because me love enough cinnamon powder, so I add some more cinnamon. Alright, so I added maybe about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. But since I use the cinnamon leaf, I never had to use the cinnamon powder, but as I say, I love enough cinnamon. So the more cinnamon in my porridge, the better it is for me. So I added some vanilla, maybe about a tablespoon of vanilla, and now I added some freshly grated nutmeg. Alright, the fresher the nutmeg, the better. But if you don't have the freshly grated nutmeg, guys, and you want to use the store-bought one, go ahead. Alright, now just mix it nicely, ensure that it's fully mixed out. And if you're watching the video and you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. I post new videos every week. Now you could also follow me on Instagram at recipe_Tamara. You know, I always post my videos, not videos, I always post over there. So if you always go on Instagram and you don't remember to check out Tamara recipes on YouTube, you could always, once you see a post, you could just come over and watch. Alright, now at this point, my porridge fully cooked. So after I pressure on my corn and then I added the oats mix. You know, so oats don't take very long to cook. So I'm just let it cook for like 15 more minutes, 15 to 20 more minutes, and then we are gonna sweeten the porridge. Alright, now me love with my milk, my porridge well creamy and nice, so I add a lot of milk to my porridge. So I use the coconut milk already. So first, what I gonna just put out the flame, make it start bubbling, and then we're gonna add my milk. I don't normally add my milk while it's bubbling, because first of all, it'll make a porridge too watery. Alright, so I always put out the flame and then me do my thing. Alright, now guys, before I add my milk, my life is stir it, because I allow it to cool down, so it'll gonna start thicken. Yeah, because it'll cool. Alright, so I'm gonna add some whole milk. Now my whole milk, well, me use some Lasco, Jamaican Lasco, and me use the Lasai. But what if I love to use the box milk or any other milk, guys? Go ahead. Alright, and I also add some condensed milk to my. So I forgot to add a little salt, so I sprinkle a little salt. The salt I already add earlier, I just put the corn grains, so we need to add some more salt. Alright, so just sprinkle a little salt if you so choose, and then we're gonna mix it nicely. Alright, now I'm gonna taste off camera. If I need a little sugar, I'm gonna add it. Alright, and then I'm gonna come back and share. Alright, so thumbs up the video, guys, and share the video if you're Jamaican, or if you're not a Jamaican and you're watching and the porridge seem interesting. Thumbs up the video, goodie, and share. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and any questions you'd like to ask, you could always comment down below and ask. Alright, because I'm always here to deliver.